Christopher Daniels is underrated. Yes, he is underrated, and this isn't an overstatement. In my previous video, I briefly talked about him being a founding father of Ring of Honor, as well as their first major heel in the promotion. But I'm going to dive deeper on this one. You see, many would regard Christopher Daniels as one of the best in the world. While his early stint in WWE, WCW, and ECW wasn't a success, he did go around the world to better his craft, earning him the title of King of the Indies. Christopher Daniels is one of those sharks that stood out in the big ocean of the independents. He has wrestled all over the world, whether it's the grandest stages to even local events, to carry a jack of all trades. He's been with NWA, WWE, ECW, WCW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, TNA, and now AEW. In my lifetime, I only got to know about him through Ring of Honor and TNA, which were the promotions that established him as a star that he is today. His character as a fallen angel leaned him into being a heel, that the outcomes will fall in his favor because it is destined. The reference to the prophecy. Anyway, now that I'm at it, the prophecy was a faction in Ring of Honor led by Christopher Daniels, whose goal was to break down Ring of Honor and rebuild it in their image. The members refused to follow the Code of Honor while also preventing others from doing so. This was based off on Christopher Daniels believing that the Code of Honor was a lie. During his Ring of Honor career, he had matches with the likes of Kevin Steen, who is now known as Kevin Owens, and El Generico, who is now known as Nope, nothing to see here. As for his contributions to TNA, while he was a star of his own, he was often under AJ Styles' shadow. And that benefited for their storyline rivalries because it ended up putting TNA on the map. That often made Christopher Daniels as a sympathetic heel, because while AJ Styles was out there becoming world champion, Christopher Daniels would only handle the X Division. In fact, one of his highlights in TNA was him having a 5-star match in a triple threat between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, which still holds the only 5-star match of the company's history. Now for his current AEW run. He is one half of the inaugural AEW Tag Team Champions alongside Frankie Kazarian and with Scorpio Sky, if you include the Freebird rule as SCU. Or maybe it means SCU are the first unofficial Trios Champions of AEW. All trolling, guys. All games aside, he serves as head of talent relations, which, as he indicated in an interview with Chris Van Vliet, he is involved in scouting indie wrestlers for Dark and Elevation tapings via TK's request. If you don't know what Dark and Elevation tapings are, it's basically AEW's YouTube free show where they showcase talent to have a platform to showcase their skills. While he's mainly employed with AEW, he's also an occasional wrestler for their roster, with an exceptional leeway to wrestle anywhere else to give back to the industry. In conclusion, I would regard Christopher Daniels up there with William Regal as a perfect man to take the roles of talent relations and development for their respective promotions. Regal will always get his flowers, and rightfully so, but Christopher Daniels has proved that you can be as accomplished with the opportunities given and making the most of it. Never count out the fallen angel, as he will always have a spot in pro wrestling. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Don't forget to also check my social media. I have it down below in my description or my profile. And I'll see you then.